The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman wins on opening day. The final score 5-0 against Milligan with Coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchering here for the Eagles Sports Network. And Coach, really today kind of begins and ends with defense and pitching. Matt Coles gives you 6 2/3, really good innings. Jake Wright and Hunter Harrington solid as well, and some really fine defense for your group here today. What's your assessment of how your team performed on opening day?
Well, first of all, to have opening day here, I didn't realize 1992 was a long time. And then the weather was absolutely perfect. We were blessed, and it was a great day. And it was great opening up with Milligan, which is a rival of Carson-Newman, back to the old NAI TVAC days. And then to be able to coach against one of my best friends and former coach, Skylar Barnett, was awesome. It was fun. It was a good ball game. It was well played on both ends. The key to the whole day today was pitching. I mean, on both sides. I think the pitching was really good, got out of some jams. We had some opportunities early that I thought their starter did a good job on. And their pen, like we were just talking about, all did solid jobs of throwing strikes and competing in the strike zone. Matt Coles and Matt Parkinson were really good today. It was a good job of both Matts, of mixing it up. Breaking ball early, fastballs late, the ability to adjust a little bit. Sometimes that breaking ball's working, and when it isn't, you have to go to something else, and it's having that feel. And I thought both of them did a great job with that. And then I think defensively played a solid game. Micah Jenner is really solid at shortstop, and you know as well as I do, you better be strong up the middle. Matt, as far as controlling a running game, what you have with Micah, and then obviously Griffin center, that's a good combo up the middle.
This game took 2 hours and 25 minutes to play. It did not feel like this was the first game of the season. How proud of you are your group and what they were able to do on opening day, knowing that this season could be really quick, but this is an opportunity to come out, play this game like this is the last one of the year.
Yeah, and that's got to be a mindset more than anything else, and it's got to be the same way when you're training. Is that training day is all that matters, and it's that mindset. And we tried to keep. Now, yesterday in practice, we had a little mishap over here. We got a little lackadaisical in some of the things we were doing. We had to stop and remind them in a nice way that that's not acceptable. You got a game tomorrow. You don't have a game tomorrow. You got today to worry about. And we had a little bit of issue with some base running that I think we fixed, and our guys handled that well, and understand that our expectations every day are to be our best, do what's right, treat others the way we want to be treated. Whether you got a game against another team or whether you're training by yourselves, it's got to be the same mindset. These guys were ready to go because, listen, they've been waiting for a long time, just like Milligan. I mean, it's exciting, and I thought we played it clean enough. Early on, the at-bats, we left some situational hitting, some two-strike approaches. Now, is that hitting or is that pitching? As a coach, you're like looking at your guys, but if you step back, the guys made some good pitches against our guys, but it was great to be able to come out here and play.
What do you do over the next few days as you get ready to start this gauntlet of a schedule here, traveling to Alabama, Huntsville for a 3-game set?
Well, the main thing is keep the minds and the bodies prepared and ready to go, and that means you still keep doing what you've been doing every day. There's some guys that need some reps that we've got to get ready to go. For guys that are on our bench, they got to be game ready. So how do we simulate a game for them in our next 3 days of practice so that they're ready to go when they're called upon at Huntsville? We got some arms that have to throw next couple days. And again, how do we make that competitive? Instead of just being in a pen, no. This ain't a bullpen. This is a game. And you're in this bullpen situation, but it's a game in your mindset. So we've got to make it challenging for them. And there's a lot of different ways that coaches go about making that challenging. But great day. I feel blessed to be able to do it. 30 years of doing this, man. It's so cool. I woke up this morning and it was like, gosh, it was like the first one. The adrenaline, I got up at like 5:45, and I said, man, this is the greatest gig that I'm fortunate to be able to do at this university, work with people like you. It's truly a blessing, and then I do not take it for granted, let me tell you that. I'm going to be on my way home listening to little 80s girl bands, little Go-Go's, little Pat Benatar, little Cyndi Lauper. This is the way you celebrate a good victory.
Make sure you share that Spotify mix with me later. Perfect weather today, too. Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you, brother.
He's Coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchering here for the Eagles Sports Network.